In this video, I'm going to talk about a painting called Wander Above the Sea of Fog. It was painted by Caspar David Friedrich in 1818. Friedrich was hiking in the Elbe sandstone mountains, and he made many sketches of rocks, mountains, and then he went back and put all the different things he saw, sky formation, everything he could think of, into one painting. Also during this time, Friedrich was working on another painting called Stages of Life. Now in this painting specifically, Friedrich used not one but quite a few techniques. Bullseye that he created. So for example, you have this mountain here, and this mountain disappears off over here. And this mountain, as you can see, goes this way. It helps bring your attention towards the man over here in the center of the painting. And then you also have the two mountains which are coming off to the side here. And then you have on the right side another mountain which creates a symmetry. And these mountains, just the way that they're shaped, feel like arrows just pointing at this man over here. And then you also have this triangular formation down here where the cliff is. And this naturally just creates a recurring pattern where you keep looking at this man in the center. As you have the two mountains off to the side, this mountain which comes inward towards the man and disappears on the left side here. And then you have this mountain which curves downward. Because of curving downward, your eye naturally just comes down towards the man in the center of this painting. And then you have the triangular formation here, which also helps lead your eye upward towards where the man is standing. And then these rocks, they do frame and block, bring your attention back in here. That's also where the leading lines come in. That's where you frame and create painting in such a way that your eye naturally moves towards the object that you want the viewer to look at. In this case, Friedrich specifically wanted you to look at this man in the center and draw your attention here using what I just showed you. Now, he's also used another technique which I've mentioned before, the sfumato technique. He's blended the mountain into the sky over here, and then he's also did blending at the bottom of these mountains on the right and left here. And then you get a bit of a blending effect here on these rock formations. And what I like about fog here is that the fog is painted so smoothly. It almost feels like it's an ocean that's swiftly passing by the way he's painted this. It's almost painted like Leonardo's Mona Lisa. It's smooth, very thin, but lots of strokes. Here it looks like part of the wave, even though it's actually fog. So the way Friedrich has painted it, impressive. Another technique that Friedrich has used in this painting is Rückenfigure. In English, this is the backside trick. This means you see the back of the man, and you don't get to see his face or what his front profile looks like. You just see the backside. And the point of doing this is to make you feel like you are this person in this painting. Friedrich has made sure of this by making sure that there is no other people in this painting. As you can see, there's a little bit of space back here, letting you know that you're the silent observer watching outward along with this man who's looking outward himself. Another interesting technique is contrasting of colors. So he's got darker colors here on these mountains. This one is mostly fading, so there's another example right there. And then you get dark colors here as well, and then you also get darker colors here on this rock formation, this cliff this man is standing on. And then you get lighter colors with the fog down here, fog over there, and then also the lighter colors, especially up in the upper half of the painting, where you got lots of faded, like pinkish red, blues, which contrasts each other. And then you get the dark colors of this man's suit. And the man standing has a bit of a heroic pose. Got one foot back here, and he's got the other foot up here, like as though he's standing on a high perch, and he's looking outward, the distance, braving the elements and the world that's around him. And scale looks realistic here. The giant mountain, clearly, and mostly faded out. Clever trick. So instead of having to draw every little aspect of this mountain and try and blend it in and look nice, he's blended this mountain using this sfumato technique, making it easier to paint the painting. Now it looks like the light is coming somewhere from over here because his hair is lighter on this side and it's darker on this side. And then also he's got a little bit of a light shading over here. Oh, and also there's the light down here, which on his pants. There is also what seems to be a tree over here in this on the right side. I'm not sure if it was incidental or if there's a hidden meaning behind the tree, but that's what it looks like to me. Like a tree that's just fading off into the distance. Now, this painting was painted during the Romantic era, also known as Romanticism, which was the era of feelings over facts. This is where you also focus not just on your feelings, but they focus on nature. You want to show something about nature, not necessarily the raw power of nature, but also the scale of nature, the dangers nature can be, any number of things. Romanticism is trying to capture a lot more than that. Capturing the feelings, nature itself, your imagination, and then using your own opinion to bring all of that together. Interesting fact. Painting was bought by a royal Russian family in the 1800s because Tsar Nicholas I's wife, huge fan of Friedrich's quiet, moody style. And today, the painting is in the world-famous public Hermitage Museum in St. Petersburg, Russia. If the painting were ever to be auctioned, experts estimate it would easily sell for over $100 million to $150 million. Thank you for watching.